I need to give me one of them holder thingies. Because, I film with this thing in the car. Because it's where I am. Okay, so I got a video idea. Because I tend to be in the car a lot, waiting on loved ones and the like. That's where the shorts come from. Anyways, let's jump on to the wagon of what this might be. You guys let me know if you like it. If not, I'll probably do it anyways, just because it's for my players and for those that like world building. That's how I ended up started as a DM. I really like the idea of world building, and I think that's what most DMs like doing, and that's how they do it. It's just gonna be my dumb face here, so in the glare of the sun. So you can let it play in the background, let it pretend it's a podcast or something. I ain't got no pictures. Maybe I could throw up some like little stick figures running each other through or something. But anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about my homebrew world. Malhara, a lot of history behind it, but what I wanted to, I guess, revolve around is a place called Rogues Crossing, or the Confederacy of Drancena, depending on what era we're playing in at the moment. So Rogues Crossing started off as a just a small area, forest hideout thing near the beaches of excuse me, on the beaches of Taliesin. Yes, I do have an entire continent named after Taliesin Jaffe, and I'm not ashamed of it. But Rogues Crossing, these bandits got together there. It was a meeting spot for them after pulling off big heists. It was kind of way far away from anything civilized. But then one day someone was with them and turned out to be some goddess or a witch or something like that. It's like, hey, you guys got to stop doing this. And they're like, well, we're going to do whatever we want. She's like, oh, well, I'll show you guys. And then she opened up a hole and all their treasure fell into this hole, which also fell into the sea. So there's this hole to basically the elemental plane of water, this little pocket area of it, and that's what it started as. Anyways, sorry if I'm just rambling, because this is what this is. I'll go ahead and put up some music, some good old Harris Hiller in the background. Hashtag not sponsored, but at the same time, if you don't know about him, Senpai Records and all that other stuff, really cool guy, kind of a big deal. Anyways, link description. Going back to Rogues Crossing, if you look into this hole, you can see mountains and mountains of treasures. There's a few shipwrecks down there, just lots of treasure. Well, anyways, over time, they built a fountain around this hole. Got some magic, and because everybody wanted their treasure out, because the hole itself is kind of cursed. Treasure can go in, mainly gold and silver, but it can't come back out. Once it hits the water's surface, it acts like a barrier, and you just can't pull it out. So Rogues Crossing ended up becoming slowly more and more adventures and the like continued to come. Pirates and everybody that wanted all this treasure ended up showing up. The wrecking their ships, started building a town out of what they could. At one point, it was a pirate fortress, but then it turned into a trade town, and then it just became this tourist attraction that eventually fell to the wayside. And people just like, don't go near the fountain, don't go near the fountain, because you'll lose your stuff. I've even, it's shown up in several of the homebrew campaigns that I've run, and they told they were given dexterity checks, but I've had a few my players fall into that said fountain, and it's a rather sad but yet awesome moment when they have to cut their own purse to be able to get out of the fountain, because all their gold and silver won't pass through that barrier. Really sucks when they have a silvered sword or something that they like that's +1 or whatever, and they have to leave that behind too. But usually they go in there head first, not investigating it, or ignore the old lady that is often usually there that says don't go near the fountain. People may or may not have lost 30,000 gold pieces in there, but anyways, over time, this big town shows up, and just people come back, and Rogue's Crossing just happens to be one of the really cool places that continues to show up, and they grew so big that eventually they became one of the greater nations within Malhara, which is, like I said before, is my homebrew world. I think it's neat. Tell me what you think. If you want to know more or less, you can let me know too. This is a long video. No, it's not. It's only 7 minutes. I was looking at my phone holds half an hour. Yeah. So, I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing series or whatever, but I do things I can promise is my dumb voice. Something vaguely interesting might spark some interest. Like it if you liked it. Don't if you didn't. If you do really enjoy us over here at Smash Arcadia, hashtag fun stuff. Anyways, hit that subscribe if you like it. I'll be back. Not always on a schedule or anything like that. Just when I'm in the car or I have something to talk about, I'll let you guys know. Alright, happy DMing. Have a good day. All that other good stuff.